Hey everybody. Well, this is the final hoorah of Wii Shop. Not quite, but soon. Um, on the 26th, you won't be able to add points to the Wii Shop. I actually did add it 2,000 points yesterday. That's $20 because 100 points is $1. I bought, this is what I paid for. Yeah. And I haven't bought a game for a while. So, like, the last time I bought was like 2015. Yeah, Castlevania Rondo Blood, I think that was. Yep, that was like 2015. And then, not long time for that, then there was the system transfers. Yeah, I haven't bought a game in a long time. So as my last three purchases, I downloaded Secrets of Mana, Chrono Trigger, and Solomon's Key. And I'm satisfied with my purchases, or the ones I don't like. I can't dwell on it. It's from years ago. Like Pokemon Ranch, for example. I mean, it had a purpose years ago. Now it has no purpose. Overturn. I remember I got that game because it looked fun to play online, but the thing is, nobody played online, so it was like a waste of money. Sandy Beach seemed like a fun game, and it was fun for a while. Defend Your Castle got boring so fast. Onslaught was fun. Play online. That's another thing. Onslaught was fun to play online. That's gone now. And of course, I could have gotten this game, but by the time I found out what kind of game it was too late. It was a few months ago. If I knew what kind of game it was years ago, I would have gotten it, and I would have downloaded all the DLCs already. So yeah, I got all these lovely games. I always stick to the Nintendo ones because, you never will be disappointed getting these. Kid Icarus, I got this because when I was playing I actually got Kid Icarus because of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I played the demo on it, and it was so damn hard. And let's just say I got better at it. Actually, ironically, I got the physical copy because I couldn't beat the because you can't use like the code to continue, and I found it doesn't work on the virtual console, so I got the physical copy. Ironically, I beat the physical copy. I didn't use no cheat codes whatsoever. I only used the codes to continue where you left off. And I write it down in the booklet and everything, long ass passwords, and I actually beat the game traditionally. That's kind of funny, really. And then I rebought the game on the 3DS. It was like one of the first games it's actually the first game I downloaded on the 3DS, the 3D edition, and I beat that game too, but I can't beat the virtual console version. I have no clue why. It must be the controls. Super Metroid was actually the first virtual console game I downloaded on the Wii. I played a little bit of Super Metroid when I was like 12, and I wanted to really get into Metroid. Actually, the first Metroid game I ever played was like Metroid Prime on the GameCube, and I found that game terrifying as a child. But I got Super Metroid, and you know what? I beat it, and I loved it, and it became my favorite Metroid game of all time. And that goes the same with Link to the Past. I downloaded that game, never thought I would beat it. I beat it, and I loved it. I remember this was like the 100th virtual console game ever put on the Wii Shop, and they celebrated it. I got that because my physical copy cartridge kept deleting itself, like the data kept getting deleted, and I got it, and ironically I beat it on the physical cartridge. Yeah, something about me beating the physical cartridge way before the digital. That's four times in a row I can think of that I've done that. It's like, is it the controls or something? Yeah, got all the Donkey Kong games. Donkey Kong Diddy Kong Quest was like my childhood. I remember playing this game one time at Blockbuster. Didn't like it as much. I remember being pissed off that Donkey Kong wasn't in it. Like he was in it, but he wasn't playable. Like kind of weird. Like you got these three Donkey Kong games, but Donkey Kong's only playable in the first. And yeah, I got the lost levels. I hate those. I hate the imports were more expensive, and then it makes your points uneven, and then you had to get more points, and you hate when there's those points left behind, and that's what frustrated me. Because I wasn't really planning on buying these last three games, Chrono Trigger and Secrets of Mana and Solomon's Key. I wasn't planning on buying more games on the Wii Shop, but that $1 left behind infuriated me because I did not like leaving leftover money. So I had to use a calculator to see what do I need to buy, how much money do I need to put in, and what games I should buy to flatten to zero. And that's what I did. I put $20, that leaves $21, buy two SNES games and buy one NES game. Or whatever else is that's 500 points. But I'd rather buy an SNES game. And Solomon's Key was on the list of games I wanted to play, so I got it. But yeah, I got some Castlevania Castlevania Adventures Rebirth, which is only a WiiWare game. I kind of hoping they would release it on the Switch because they have released World of Goo on the Switch. So I'm like, oh, they're releasing a WiiWare game on the Switch. There's probably hope. And I'm still thinking that maybe there's hope they might release Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, My Life as a Dark Lord, or yeah, they might release it on the Switch. I'm hoping. There's hope. This is another game. They have released this on PSP, but was updated graphics, and it was all DLCs included. Rondo Blood. I love this game. I downloaded it and I played the hell out of it. I love Castlevania. Technically, I have all the Castlevania games that really matter to me. Castlevania 1, 2, and 3, and 4, Rondo Blood, Symphony of the Night. Those are the games that seem to matter. If you go lore-wise in story. Warrior Woods was a really fun puzzle game. Yeah, I'll really miss the Wii Shop channel, but it really is time for it to go. I always recommended the Wii or the Wii U to people because I always talk about the games you can download, and I always say if you are a gamer who's into collecting classic games and want to play the classic games, go for the Wii, and definitely go for the Wii U. Later on in life, when I always say go for the Wii U, you could play. You have two shops, you could download a bunch of games. But now that the Wii Shop's closing, that point no longer matters anymore. It's like, no, like the Wii's still good system. For me, it was a good system. It served its purpose. I mean, for me, I got all these downloaded games. I put a lot of money into it. For over 10 years, I put money into this. The Wii U is my prize console, and I wish I could buy more games, but I'm almost out of space for the main menu. For the SD card menu, there's plenty of space, but time, divert funds to other systems like the Xbox, yeah, and the 3DS. But I made my peace. I got 3 more games out of it on the final days. And now the system can truly die in peace. It will die a slow death, pretty much. But it won't die as long as I take care of the system and it could outlive me or it will die before me. Either way, I'll enjoy the precious times I have left with this bundle of nostalgic. So I'll cherish these games. Make sure they don't get deleted. You know, I know kids, they like to delete your shit. So I'll never let any child touch my. Well, that kind of sounds like where I almost said it. Like, I won't let you touch my Wii. Like, whoa. Like, that's the fun part. Is like, when I used to live with my ex girlfriend, she used to say, when I used to live with my ex girlfriend, I always say, "Are you playing with my Wii?" And then her dad just says, "I love those kinds of jokes." Yeah. Good times. So rest in peace, Wii menu. I mean, we shop. Rest in peace. You got 1 year left technically. This in 3 days. It'll be the last time you had points. But after January, you won't be able to re-download anything. So I recommend some games really for any people who watches this. Rondo Blood. If you love like Castlevania and you never played Rondo Blood, or if you want to get into Castlevania, Rondo Blood is the game for you. Really. Yeah, get Rondo Blood. It's it's probably the rarest game. Yeah. There's no other game I can actually recommend on here. I mean, I could, but all I can say is just Rondo Blood. The rest of the games I think you can get easily on the Wii Shop, except for Chrono Trigger. I mean, I haven't played it yet. This will be my first time playing Chrono Trigger. If I select it now, it would be the first time I started it. There's no save file, because I just downloaded it yesterday. I never played Chrono Trigger, and the only reason I got it is because, oh my gosh, on eBay it's like over hundreds of dollars, and I really want to try out the game, but I could get the DS version, which I don't know when I'd be able to get that, but would you really want to buy the Super Nintendo version? I mean, yeah, you could get the DS version for cheap, for like $20, but the SNES version is rare. Might as well try out the experience. And my ex-girlfriend has Secrets of Mana on her Wii, and I played a little bit 10 years ago, and I want to try it out again. I would get the remake if it comes out on the Switch. Final Fantasy IV, the After Years, I have played almost to the end of the game, and I played the hell of it. This is like at the height of my Final Fantasy, what do you call it, hype or marathon, because I used to play Final Fantasy a lot, and I used to own every single title, and I got rid of a lot of them. But I was really into Final Fantasy, and now I'm kind of like not in the mood for a Final Fantasy anymore. I'll probably get back to the series one day. But yeah, Rondo Blood, get that game. And Castlevania Rebirth, because that's a game that's probably going to disappear too. It's not the hardest Castlevania game, but it's pretty simple and still difficult somewhat.